Maybe it's good for the Lions that Hendon Hooker's dropping.
Yeah, perhaps.
Maybe they
because
grab
I
him
think
later
the
in the
Lions
round.
will win a couple of games. I don't think they're going to end up with the number one pick in the draft, but if they do, we'll see. You know, one of the things with Will Levis too is everything that's wrong with the NFL, and you know, I don't know how Will Levis is going to project in the NFL, but he seems to be a kid that you fall in love with because of measurables and the way he looks. But he's the type of quarterback that's going to get you fired. Yeah. Because I say that because I want quarterbacks who win in college. And that is a thought that Braylon Edwards has put in my mind. He said it, and it makes so much sense. The Alabama Crimson Tide behind Bryce Young scored 49 points against Tennessee. Will Levis scored 6 against Tennessee just last week. 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
And now you see why I'm so upset when I see that Will Levis is ahead of Bryce Young.
It just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. It's not. You pay attention to everything other than what your eyes tell you.
This is what analysts need to stop doing. Because what analysts do, then the fan does, and then teams do. It's like this ongoing cycle of, well, Mel Kiper and Todd McShay said this. So now fans want that person. So now teams are starting to look at this person more than this other person. You spend so much time trying to decredit what individuals are doing right before your face. You decredit Jalen Hurts right before your face. Well, he can't do this, and he's not this high, and he's not prototypical this. Then you decredit Tua Tagovailoa. Well, he's not this, and he's too short, and he had the hip injury, even though he was the number one player on your list a couple weeks before that, or a couple months prior to that. Then you discredit that guy. You spend this time decrediting Bryce Young. We watched what Bryce Young do last year. We watched Brady Quinn come onto our show before the season started last year and tell us Bryce Young was going to win 2 Heisman trophies in a row. Well, he won one. And there's plenty of time left for him to win that second one. He's winning Heisman trophies. He's winning rivalry games with 30 seconds left in the game, getting 94 yards to go to overtime, to beat your rival, to stay in the hunt. He's beating Georgia. Everybody said Georgia's defense last year was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Guess who beat that defense last year? It was Bryce Young and that Alabama offense. Guess who was about to beat Georgia again in the national championship? It's Bryce Young. Guess who just had 49 points and almost beat Hendon Hooker in Knoxville, mind you, with a less than replicable team that they usually have? It's Bryce Young. Start paying attention to what you see versus what somebody tell you. Oh, this guy is going to be Josh Allen, or this guy is going to be this guy. This guy is going to be that. They got to prove it. And Will Levis and those guys right now, they ain't proving it. And I use ain't for a fact.
It's just one of those things, too, when you're playing a good opponent on the road. I want to see how you show up. And Will Levis, again, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 98 yards passing. And it's not like Tennessee's defense is
world beaters.
Incredible defense. I mean,
and even when you don't go get the win, Ryan Ermanni, Maz, Fletch, JB, even when you play on a team and you're supposed to be something, and you don't get the win against that opponent, you still know somebody's got that it factor. I told you like this, my freshman year, first game of the year was against Miami of Ohio. The quarterback on that Miami of Ohio team was Ben Roethlisberger. We beat the hell out of Miami of Ohio, but Ben Roethlisberger let me know. I said, yo, this quarterback's going to be all right. 344 yards passed. I think he had a touchdown, an interception. But you just knew he had what it took. So when you see his name come up against Eli Manning, when his name came up against Phillip Rivers, I was like, no, he's every bit as good as those guys.